Emma Owen is a busy wife and mother at her home in Manchester, England. She and her husband Tim have 2 children, Destiny and Tyrese. Although her life may look typical on the outside, a closer look reveals that life with Emma is anything but ordinary.
This is the sound of the generation rising.
It's not just about singing and dancing and having a good time. It's about a God who loves us. It's about a God who gave his son to die for us.
I just think it's so exciting what Jesus has done for my life that I want to share that with other people.
This heart for evangelism all started when Emma's own life changed as a 12-year-old girl.
I had a mum and a dad, fantastic parents, an older sister, and life was really good. And part of my upbringing was going to church every single Sunday morning.
Yet, even as a child, she couldn't help but notice that something was missing from her church experience.
I think my view of church was very mediocre. It wasn't alive as such. I needed something more.
Emma found what she was searching for one night in 1984.
Mum said that there was this guy, Argentinian American preacher was coming and he was going to be at a football stadium.
The event was Luis Palau's Mission to London.
It was lots of it around, so everybody knew it was taking place.
Emma's mother took her 2 daughters to hear international evangelist Luis Palau.
I was excited for myself, let alone for taking the girls, you know.
And the Bible says that on that cross, Jesus gave his blood for us. And the Bible says the blood of Christ cleanses from all sin. And you can come by faith tonight.
I knew all about Christianity. I had the education, I had the religion. I would class myself more religious in my faith. And suddenly Luis made it personal.
Perhaps you've never opened your heart to Jesus Christ. Intellectually, perhaps you've accepted him, but you've never had an encounter with the living Christ.
It was almost like he pointed a finger at me. Forget everybody else. Emma, have you done it yet? And I thought, no, I haven't.
And if you come to Jesus Christ tonight and you start walking with God, God will use you for the next 50 years.
So I just knew it was the right thing to do. And within a moment, I'm running down the stairs.
She was suddenly on her feet and going there. And I was all excited, you can imagine, you know, because I mean, she was only 12 and this was the first time she'd really made a commitment.
And it was like something inside of me just burst open. It's almost like something that's dead and then becoming alive again.
Palau's Mission to London was a defining moment in Emma's life.
That was a day that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. That's when I met God face to face for myself.
Over the years, Emma continued growing in her relationship with God. But as a teenager, something began to change.
Daily and slowly, I started compromising. There was a part of me, the flesh part of me, that wanted to try things out. So at the age of 16, I started going to nightclubs because I had a passion for dancing. And with nightclubs came boys, came drink, and it just gradually crept up on me.
One day, Emma woke up to realize just how empty her lifestyle had become.
I'd had a tough year. I'd got involved with things that I never wanted to get involved with, things that I thought I'd never do, yet I'd done them, and it robbed me. It was really hard to face God because I had my back to him that year, and I just had to say, God, I'm just so sorry. God never turned his back on me, and he remembers the promises that you make, and he said, you know, Emma, yeah, you did mess up. And you didn't do it my way, but I'm going to give you a second chance and I'm going to be there for you.
After experiencing God's forgiveness and grace, Emma was determined to share his message with her world.
To say, God, I want to know you.
Later, Emma met and married Tim Owen. Together, they helped form the worldwide Message Tribe.
So the mission statement of the tribe, and in fact this whole ministry, is to see every young person in Greater Manchester receive repeated opportunities to accept or reject Jesus.
One of the many students who changed as a result of Emma's story is Jenni Brown.
I definitely see her as a big sister.
Jenni is someone that we met when she was, I think she was 12, and she came to a tribe concert after a schools week. And she was excited, she wanted to know more about God, she became a Christian.
Jenni's now an adopted part of our family.
I would probably describe her as someone who's seen many people come to know Christ, who allows herself to be a channel for God.
I think we need to get out there and say there's a different way. Take every opportunity to share this amazing gospel.
These opportunities included partnering with the ministry that was the beginning of the change in Emma's own life, the Luis Palau Association.
I want you to give a huge, enormous English welcome to Luis Palau!
It's just a privilege now, and you'd never have dreamt that, you know, all these years later I'd be working with him.
Let's give a hand to the tribe and Emma. Give him a big hand.
Luis is just genuine through and through. He doesn't just talk about it, he is what he preaches.
God can change your life.
He has a heart, he has a passion for the young people, for anybody who doesn't know Jesus Christ.
It's this passion for evangelism that Emma shares.
The most precious thing to us is our relationship with God and what he's done for us.
Jesus is so much part of her life. Whatever she's doing, doesn't matter where she is, she's talking about him the whole time.
It's an evangelistic heart. It's a passion to see people come to know Jesus.
The decision I made when I was a 12-year-old at Luis Palau has been such a rock, such a foundation.
This foundation continues motivating Emma to reach others with the same message of truth that transformed her own life.
He can use those bad times in my life to get alongside young kids today and say, do you know what, I actually understand because I've been there. But you know what, God can change your life.
Just as he did with Emma's.
Luis needs to keep doing his thing. I need to keep doing my thing. Emma needs to keep doing her thing. And together, we'll see this world changed.
Mass evangelism is definitely important. There's so many people in this world that want to know God, but maybe they've never had that opportunity because no one's actually said, do you want this? And I had that opportunity. Luis gave that to me and I took it.